New York Showcase and this one, and I love it. Some of you know me outside of this and may know my jobs, I guess. So one of them is I work at the zoo. So him and I used to also work at the zoo together, and a lot of people in my department there sucked and were boring and not fun, but I thought he was funny, sort of. So I'm like, hey, tell your sort of funny jokes on a stage sometime. And my notes about him say, he's not funny, he sucks, and don't cheer. But, don't read that? No? You have a drink. You'll be okay. I was also like to encourage, not a mandatory, but if you cheer really enthusiastically during his set, maybe he'll take something off. You know, it's worth trying, really. So up next we have a comedian. He's not funny, like I said. He has a stupid beard and a hat. Are you hitting your head against a wall? We're fine. Okay, we're good. And I requested some of these stories that he's about to tell you. So let's make him very welcome to the Newark Showcase once again, Christopher Stauffer.
Give it up for the not funny zoo. I don't think this mic is on. Is it on? Am I on? Yeah. I'm sort of on. I don't know. I'm not gonna take any clothes off tonight. Come on. I'm a never nude. I used to work. It's my problem. But I used to work at the zoo, and now I work somewhere else. I was looking for a job, and I found a job. But I work in kitchens, and that's kind of weird for me, because if you, like, when I was looking for, like, I found a kitchen job recently, but, like, when I was looking for kitchen jobs, I noticed this weird language on Craigslist. Like, everyone was looking for a rock star cook. And I needed a job, so I want to assimilate into whatever job I need to be. Like, I want to be a rock star cook. I need to be a rock star cook. How the fuck do I be a rock star cook? I showed up to the interview drunk and trashed the conference room. I'm just kidding. I wasn't that kind of rock star. But I was kind of a rock star. Like, when they called me for an interview, I just told them I don't really do interviews. I don't know, the economy is really shitty right now, and I noticed a lot of people that I know are taking jobs at companies where they don't agree with the company. Like, I've noticed that, like, where people are like, well, I work there, but I don't agree with the company. I can relate to this because I used to work for Safeway, and I do not agree with Safeway at all. It makes me wonder, though. Somewhere there's got to be a guy who's not a racist, but because he needs the paycheck, he's taken up, like, a receptionist job at a white power organization. That guy's life has got to suck. He's just, like, at the desk all day answering the phone. Like, hello? White power? Please hold. And his boss has got to be an asshole. Like, he's just coming up to him every day. Like, I don't feel like you're a team player here at the Area Nation. Hotline? You're like, I don't know, you don't respect our dress code. You showed up to work with a little bit of stubble on your head today. If you keep this up, you're gonna just have to wear the hood. You know, when you applied here, you said you would be like a rock star white supremacist. I don't know, working in the white power organization has gotta suck because there's no diversity. I mean, like, in the job that you can do, because you've got like 3 choices. You can be a receptionist, you can be a community organizer, or you can be a drummer in a punk band. Which would make you a rock star white supremacist, I guess. I've got some bad news. I recently became mattress on the floor guy. That is to say, like, I recently became a guy that sleeps on a mattress on the floor. But no, it's not as sad as it sounds. Here's the context. I got a divorce. That's funny because when you say you got a divorce, sometimes it gets an applause, sometimes it gets nothing, and sometimes it gets an aww. But no, here's the context. No, I don't want any of it. Don't give me anything. So I got a divorce and like 6 months ago, and the context was we get a divorce and I'm living out a lease in in our apartment, and the agreement was she goes somewhere else and I stay in the apartment, and I kind of renamed the apartment the Depression Palace. Yeah. There's some depression there, but another thing that's in the Depression Palace is our king-sized memory foam mattress. You gotta understand, the thing about memory foam, the reason they call it memory foam is because it's so comfortable that it makes you forget your memories. But the lease ends, and I give her the memory foam mattress. So now I have the IKEA mattress that we used to have, which I later renamed our honeymoon phase mattress.
Aww.
I know. It's fine though, like, because I can afford a frame for it. It's fine. And you have to look on the bright side, because I'm mattress on the floor guy now, but I used to be air mattress on the floor guy. I used to be air mattress on the floor guy in the basement. And the air mattress had a hole in it. And it would slowly deflate overnight. So the trick was just fall asleep every night before the air runs out. But now all I have to do is fall asleep before the memories kick in. I swear to God, that's the saddest thing you're gonna hear me say. The thing is, like, these jokes that I'm telling now, like, the bulk of them I wrote in the Depression Palace. And it was cathartic for me. But the trick was I had to learn how to make other people laugh at them. Because the thing about, like, live comedy is, like, if you hear it, you should feel good afterwards. And if it's done really well, you should feel energized. It's not supposed to be like, after you hear it, you're like, hey man, you just want to get some tea. Yeah, but before we get some tea, do you mind if I just call my mom? I don't know, just like life's too short. So like the whole journey has been like me just like finding like a way to give permission to people to laugh. Because if I say it on stage, like, I think it's funny. Like, divorce is super funny. I mean, to me, like, it's just funny because if you tell someone you got a divorce, they say the funniest things to you. Like, one of the things that I got, like, most often was like, oh man, it's okay. Like, at least you didn't have any kids.
Oh, shit.
Thanks. That's a good gesture. But that was true anyway of us. Like, oh, the big earthquake happened? It's a good thing you guys don't have kids. Oh, you got invited to a last-minute camping trip? It's a good thing you guys don't have kids. Also, the way the divorce happened was super funny to me because it was mutual. And we signed our divorce papers after watching The Hunger Games.
Yes.
Which makes sense because signing divorce papers is really, awkward. So why wouldn't you be like, hey, let's go see a film first. And The Hunger Games is perfect. If I burn, you burn with me. And it was really funny because we were like, how are we going to pay for this divorce? Well, we have this money in a mutual savings account. Full of money that we got from our wedding reception. So we used that money and we had $20 left over afterwards. So we used that money to get burgers. It was like it was like a divorce sandwiched in between what would otherwise be like a really successful date night. that joke has a name, by the way. Miz Chaos saw me do it once. She was like, hey, I really like divorce sandwich. Divorce sandwich is so delicious. I don't know what else is true about divorce. Oh, I got a Tinder. I know. I don't know how I feel about it. Also, why would anyone say that they got a Tinder? That's like a weird way of describing that they downloaded Tinder. But I have a flip phone. So I don't know how anything works necessarily. But I have a Kindle Fire. And you can get Tinder on your Kindle Fire. So I Kindle Tinder. I Kindle Tinder. Don't be jealous. But that's a lot of fiery, like fire reference words for something that's not fiery at all. Because I haven't met with anyone on Tinder. I got it because I just want to feel confident. Like I wanted the matches. I needed the matches. I'm just trying to do things that make me feel more confident about myself. Like I bought these Doc Martens. Thank you. I feel like these are going to turn things around for me. But I have a flip phone, so I don't know how Tinder works. I didn't know that it matches up with your Facebook and has your last 3 Facebook profile pictures as your pictures on Tinder. So I didn't know that one of my Tinder pictures was one of my engagement photos. I didn't know that there was a picture of me on a blanket somewhere in a park eating milk and cookies with someone. I don't know, shame on anyone who matched with me, I guess, trying to crash my milk and cookies party. But still, I don't know. I should probably get off Tinder because I haven't matched with anyone. I feel like I'm just collecting matches. That's like prerequisite serial killer behavior, right? Which one of these matches will I take into my mattress basement? I don't know, I feel like I should leave you with a little bit something more lighthearted. Is that okay? Yeah. Portland cat owners, what's up? No, I mean, what's up, like, as in, what the fuck are you doing? Because, like, Portland cat owners, they're naming their cats with cat puns, like, more and more lately. Like, I met a cat the other day, like, on the street. No, I didn't meet a cat. And my relationship with cats is not that formal. I happened upon a cat, and its owner was there, and I was like, hey, what's your cat's name? It's pretty rad. Mr. Meow Stauffer. Mr. Meow Stauffer is a cat pun within a cat reference. They named their cat using a meta cat pun. How do you sleep at night, you sick son of a bitch? Also, what if you lose him? Are you going to just write that on a lost cat poster on a telephone pole? I'm just glad you're just a cat owner and not a cat doctor. Because that kind of sick obsession with cat puns would translate into the worst bedside manner possible. I'm so sorry, but Mr. Meow Stauffer he's come over with a case of feline meowlanoma. Third stage at this point, it's inoperable. Your best case of action is just to put him down. But we are offering half-off cremation.
Oh my God.
I know I said I would leave with like on a lighter note, and then I ended with like maybe a cat's death. But I developed a test, just in case you're wondering if you're capable of naming cats with cat puns. I developed a test because earlier I said the phrase "cat doctor," and you pictured one of two things. You either pictured a veterinarian. If you pictured that, good for you. But you may have pictured a cat in a doctor's suit. If you pictured that, consider that a cry for help. Son of a bitch. Thank you very much.
Christopher Stauffer, being totally not funny and totally not entertaining for all your pleasure. Oh man, so I have some stories about him, because these are always good. So right before the show, we're hanging out outside, and he had like his fun little notes for what he was going to say and what order. I was like, man, I'm going to steal all your jokes and tell all your stories, and then you're going to have nothing to talk about. And I was like, oh, I don't match with anyone on Tinder. I totally matched with him. So that's really funny. And I think I just was like, hey, how's Tinder going for you? Ha ha ha. I don't think I saw the engagement photo though. Maybe I didn't stalk you that hard on there. Oh, adventures in Tinderland.
Later, dude.
So I was just in Eugene on Sunday, and I ended up having like a 4-hour drunken brunch with a bunch of friends. And they all took my Tinder and were liking, I think, everyone within like a 2-hour radius. And then like throwing like Game of Thrones pickup lines about like murdering men. And like, oh, that might work. And they found this guy, Jesus. And they were like nonstop like sending Jesus songs to pickup lines. And then he got back to me and he was like, oh yeah, of course, and I'm down. And I'm like, no, that was not supposed to work at all. He had this picture where he's standing in the middle of like a naked guy with a chicken head on and a naked woman with a gorilla mask. So that just adds to the weird of that, I guess.